these monsters in my head.
Let Halloween Haunt commence!
Hello, my friends. Welcome to the haunt here at Dorney Park. Things have just kicked off. I guess the storyline over the years with Hecate has moved on. There was an interesting introduction of the character, I forgot his name, but basically the guy who owned the mines that are involved with Iron Menace, and he got his heart ripped out. But then, in what is very similar to the show that they had during Grand Carnival and during the summer, where they had singers and dancers, Hecate lost her staff. And now the interesting thing to me is that this show apparently was supposed to be like kind of homogenized over all of the haunts across Cedar Fair, but they don't have a Hecate everywhere or an overlord. They have like a Queen Majesty or something like that down at Carowinds and King's Dominion. So I'm interested to see when I do go down to King's Dominion how that's gonna be different. But either way, I don't think Hecate is gonna have a good night because she don't have her power. She don't have the staff. But anyway, I invite you to come along as we explore Halloween Haunt here at Dorney Park. Now we're starting here at the front of the park, and you can see meeting and greeting are the Midway Misfits. They last year alternated costumes every 2 weeks, and it looks like this week's theme for opening weekend is Malice in Wonderland. So you can see Tweedledee Tweedledum. I love that the stilt walker is the White Rabbit. We have everybody here. Oh, hi. Hello there. Nice to see you guys. The Misfits themselves. I've missed you all. Hey there. I hope you have a wonderful night causing trouble. Holy smokes, look at this Midway. Literally, holy smokes. Like the fog looks great. The lighting is popping off. Everything looks so great. Oh man. Good for them. Good for Dorney. This area looks great right now. And immediately just starts things off right. Uh-oh, the White Rabbit is making his way over to what is the Misfit-themed bar up ahead. And oh my goodness, is that a DJ up top too? Atmosphere. This is pretty impressive and unexpected for the Midway. So there's a whole Misfits bar here, just packed, it's crowded. The line goes all the way back to the Queen of Hearts photo op. And oh, we just saw them, and here they are again. How awesome. All right, and apparently this whole thing, the whole theme, it's Malice in Wonderland for 2 weeks. So come get your photo op with all these guys while you can. As night goes down, I don't want to approach the scare zones too soon, so I think we can start approaching over this way, the very first house. And here we are. There's a pretty big line just outside of Blackout. But thankfully, I did get Fright Lane for the night, so it should make it possible to do all of the different houses in the 4 hours that the event is going on. Trying to find here wherever the good lighting is, and unfortunately is right here. Blackout, very similar to previous years, and thank goodness I wasn't the one leading because I would have just led us completely astray. Like in previous years, the scare actor had to kind of like point us in the right way, give us a gentle nudge. So there weren't too many scares. It's mostly disorienting and probably not the way you want to start the night. Also, because of its location right near Talon and right near the entrance, it fills up really quickly. That queue got big quick. So instead, I'm hoping to like get more scares here over at Blood in the Bayou. We've made it to Blood on the Bayou. The line looks decently long, but this one is typically one of the better ones, so it wouldn't surprise me that a lot of people flock to this one. It is located right after the Shoots to Shoots, and you can see the swings right back there, so it's just off to the side here. So today I learned something. The character at the end, the big snake that comes out you, is named Peaches. I never knew that. Anyway, like this, I have to tell you guys, if you're used to like Horror Nights pop-out scares, it's pretty different than that. You're going through some very detailed rooms because that building is a permanent structure, and the actors get to interact with you a little bit more, so it is different in that sense. They can follow a group if they want, so resets happen like not as frequently as a pop-out scare at HHN. But for me, the theming, the music is a little lower. It's not as loud in there, so I'm not wearing earplugs like I would normally recommend, because a lot of times at like horror nights, those style of scares require some sound to get you startled. The other thing is that you can hear the screams and everything and of other people throughout, so they're like just coming from other directions. It's such a cool vibe. The setting is great, and everybody who jumped out at me, thank you, you're doing a phenomenal job. Right behind me now is Port of Call. So this is where Dystopia was last year. It's all pirate themed. There's a bar, and I believe that's where Skeleton Crew is. I don't know what time those are happening, but if it's happening soon, I'll catch it. But first, let's explore this new scare zone. Helpful pirate giving directions. Another pirate who's swatting at bubbles. This is... I was recording you playing with bubbles.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Definitely the image I want to put out there is a scary pirate.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not going to tarnish your image at all. So I say a new scare zone because it wasn't really the same. When you think of a scare zone, you think of roaming characters trying to scare you, but it wasn't too much that last year when it was down by Possessed. Well, we have a tiny person interaction there. I think the cool thing about this are these boat props. They did have these down by Possessed last year. I'm going to slow down a little. I realized in looking over some of my footage, oh, this looks cool, that maybe I was walking too fast and not rolling my feet enough. So let's go behind this group here.
Where are we off to this evening? Oh, as you should. How you get the best experience?
Yo, why'd you scare me?
Why did I scare you? Do you know where you are, lad? What are you looking at,
There is a bar in here. Dang, those kids almost ran into me. Protocol. Another pub. I think there's 3 total. One down in Dystopia and then the other one up on the Midway. And there's a showing here, 7:15, 8:30, 9:45. Maybe the 8:30 will catch, maybe the 9:45. Let's see who else we have here. More kid-friendly interactions. There's a lot of kids here, actually. The costumes here, now that I can see it in better light, are pretty great. More people hanging out and talking, chit-chatting. Do love me that big boat prop. I don't see any more pirates this way. So I think that's the boundaries of the scare zone there.
All right, go get him.
Oh.
All right, let's go.
Another tiny human in my path. There's a lot of tiny humans here for the haunt. Which kind of surprises me because the opening show is pretty sexual. A little raunchy. Oh, there is one more pirate here. Alrighty, so this here is where CarnEvil used to be. I can't believe they opened up this area. Now, in my last vlog when I visited Dorney, I didn't see any CarnEvil decorations. It turns out it is going to be over by the Music Express now, and I can see it just up ahead, and that will be our next destination. Here we are at the newly configured CarnEvil. Oh man, that looks so cool. Good job, Dorney. You did good. It's a little tighter in here, but not as tight as the bridge. This has really nice pacing now.
I almost missed the necklace. I was about to go after him. I can't. Big
Oh! Hey, hey!
There he is.
Are you okay? I thought you were meant to disturb us. I gotta get you a clip. Hold up.
Isaac, where's Isaac?
That was a good one.
That was great.
That was a cool slide.
Thanks.
I'll be back around. I'm doing like the tour first. This has really good energy. Oh, and there's a third slider in here. Normally there's just two. That means there's probably a fourth.
Brian. That is crazy. I know, yeah. Are yours bad too? Yeah.
Ooh, there's even a juggler. All right, there's sliders, there's jugglers, there's all sorts of stuff in here. I think they did a great job reconfiguring CarnEvil. I am looking forward to spending more time in there. But now, since we're right around the corner from Tourist Trap, why don't we go ahead and do that one? All right, here we are in front of Tourist Trap. Now, this is where the regular queue is. Not many of you might know that the fast lane, or fright lane as it's called, is actually all the way up this hill and to the right. Here we are entering the hollow. Oh, it looks so good. So they did add some buildings and stuff, some props. You got a lantern. Ooh, you look great.
Is that witchcraft? That looks like witchcraft. Burn the witch!
Maybe they're on break or something.
You better pay attention, sir.
Yeah. All right. So I met up with, it's Matt from Buzz Bars, Gabby from
Roller Coaster Princess.
Yeah, and we just went through Tourist Trap together. What did you guys think of it? It's your first time at this event doing all this stuff.
Super detailed, super cute. Also, like anything I said, the scare actors would interact with me, which I really enjoyed. Like I was like, oh, I want to live here. And she was like, no, you don't.
I love moments like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's super detailed, permanent. I believe we're about to be visited by a celebrity or a ghost. Good evening, sir.
Hello.
How are you?
Coming to my factory, are you?
Yes.
Yes. I'm excited.
Are
you the ghost in the machine?
Are you the ghost in the machine?
I'm one of the ghosts in the machine.
Oh, and what is your name again? I'm sorry.
McTavish.
McTavish, okay.
I'm freaked out right now.
We're never leaving the factory, are we?
For those of you who don't know, that is the character.
Ooh.
What did he tell you?
Watch for the flying spirits.
Ooh, what? That's ominous. But yeah, if you guys don't know, he is the one who's supposed to be like the rich guy behind all the bad stuff that happened with Iron Menace because he got greedy. And I guess, are they tying in this house with his storyline? I have no idea. We're about to find out. BRB. All right, this is your sign to get the express. Holy smokes, because then it switchbacks over there. And Express is, oh, we got to get closer. So this is something, they made it look like a dilapidated like building and mine. And then over here is the McTavish steel sign that's kind of fallen to pieces, but for some reason the lights are still on. This is an amazing attention to detail, and the fact that they've tied it into the roller coaster, I give Dorney Park major points for this. Ghost in the Machine, holy smokes, they have a really good concept, really cool, solid decorations. First third of it, I would say, was okay, a little sparse on scare actors. They had a lot of animatronics that were like wiggling about and doing erratic movements. That McTavish character was in there, so it is all kind of about that mine or foundry and how it all kind of fell apart. Decorations that were like these large cisterns in there in a tunnel that you go through. It seems like it goes around in like a big circle, so the scare actors all kind of have access to different rooms, which I am all for. Then, finally, there's an outdoor section where there is going to be a scare actor ziplining over you. And I have not seen that before. I've seen bungee scare actors. I've seen all. Yes, I am. Hey, what's up?
I'm in a YouTube video.
Congratulations.
What's your YouTube channel?
It's called Thrills and Magic.
Suck dick and magic.
I know what it is. I saw.
No, that could be yours though.
I watched your thing.
What? Are you guys just following? We're going to Necropolis, but you can go check that one out. It's really good. Yeah, I'm going to post it tomorrow.
What's your YouTube name for real?
Thrills and Magic. It's all theme park stuff.
How long did you wait in line?
I got Express for the night, so it was like 10 minutes. The line is long, though. The line is real long. That's me.
I watched like your video.
Oh, yeah?
Send that
I
to me,
appreciate that.
I'm going to follow her. How many subscribers?
Yeah, we're going this way, all right?
4,000.
We're going that way.
What's that? Oh, you going this way, too? Oh, word.
Do we find a bunch of teenage boys?
I don't know.
This is the real scare maze, actually.
Yeah, no, this is the immersive scare.
Send help.
All right, I'll come back to the rest of Ghost in the Machine, but Necropolis is right here. Very confusing for Fright Lane is that you have to get in, and then along that fence to the right is where Express is. So Necropolis, kind of short. I love the vibe in there where you're seeing everything. They made the walkway a lot tighter and more obvious because I remember kind of getting lost in there in previous years. There is a section that was pretty cool where it was like a skeleton tunnel, but then there was kind of a hallway-ish thing lined by fencing with just caskets to the left and the right, and it was very dark. There were no scare actors in there. However, there were a lot like in the graveyard proper. I saw some kind of shout-outs and callbacks to some maybe defunct rides and stuff, but I love to see all the scare actors in there. Like, I didn't expect that many. I don't think I've seen that many before. Overall solid, but it's going to be tough. Right now, the way I'm thinking about it, it might be Tourist Trap and Ghost in the Machine as the best ones of the night. But next up is going to be Trick or Treat. I've heard this one got a little bit of a makeover, but we are going to go find out for ourselves. Trick or Treat, shout out to the people who have said hello to me and said they're going to be witches in here. Okay, Gabby, how much do you think the rent is for you? Because I felt like we're returning you back home.
Honestly, at least $3,000 from all the details, but easily would have paid for it because I want to live in there permanently. At Witchy House, Steel Forest, and what could I want? I'm moving in. Actually, Dorney, if you notice a little big titty goth bitch just living on your property, just let it happen. Don't question it. It's me.
Wow, it looks great in here. It's nice and spread out. I wonder why they have that there. Interesting. But this looks amazing. I think we're gonna circle this way since it's a short end.
Welcome to Dystopia.
Thank you. It looks great in here. Okay, so that was the exit on one end. More little ones in here. Then, oh, it goes straight into Dominator this way.
so funny.
Okay, I guess that's it for that entrance. But it's nice to see that they do have scare actors there. I wonder where they got this music from.
I like it back, my brother, man.
What's that?
Something fancy.
Fancy. I like fancy.
You look fancy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's go.
What's that? No, I'll lose against an axe. She's challenged me. She wants a fight. All right, we're free. I believe the sliders that are over there are on break because I only saw one. So instead, while that's happening, I believe this might be my last house of the night. I'm trying to count real quick, but anyway, formerly Cornstalkers, now Roadside Stop and Shop, over here by the Demon Drop.
But it felt long because everybody kept friggin' stopping, so I guess it's kind of a plus.
That was the baby.
You want to know why we were getting stopped? It's mainly because of the kids.
That's
honestly.
what I'm saying, yeah, the little kids.
They can only go so fast. So we started off kind of by ourselves, but then eventually caught up to everybody. And yeah, unfortunately, that meant that we were kind of doing that side-to-side step kind of awkwardly throughout. So the pacing was super off, but we did get a couple of scares. They were okay.
And
but
it smelled good.
It smelled nice because you're really in close proximity to all that fog. There was one smell that was kind of random and like smelled like straight Juki. That caught me off guard.
Dude, they totally have a cow poop smell in there.
It smelled very
100%,
authentic.
yeah, 100%. Unless I didn't see any cows.
Okay, but the fog machine smelled good.
Totally smelled like it. So.
You win some, you lose some, yeah.
And where we did win was there was a lovely breakdown, hardcore, thrashy type of thing going
10
on.
10 out of 10. I don't know what was going on in there, but it's like they knew I was coming, so thank you.
Yeah, if anybody watching this worked on that maze can tell me what the music is, like leave me a comment or send me a DM, please.
I wanted to Shazam it so bad.
Demon Drop off in the distance in that heavy fog looks amazing. Wait, what did you say, Gabby?
It do be demon and it do be dropping.
Skeleton Crew was wonderful as always, and the new location is really nice. However, just going to point out to everybody that at 10 p.m. the pub is closed. All of the little pop-up bars are closed, sadly. They stopped an hour before closing, which is 11 p.m. tonight. So I had to get somewhere kind of far away from all the sound. The DJ is still going there at the Midway with the Misfits. So we've done it, and with a little time to spare, I think I can go say hi to some sliders, and if I had that time, you'll see the B-roll throughout this vlog. However, let's reflect real quick. the arrangement, reorganization of these scare zones. It's a big improvement over last year's. I think Dystopia is taking up a good amount of space down there where the houses are. There's not too many dead spaces now because you have the hollow. That's always been a good spot. The big improvement is CarnEvil moving away from that bridge over to where, like, it has more space, it has more room. The scare actors can really do something, and that is a huge improvement. Port of Call now being officially something like a full scare zone now in front of Hydra, that's working for me. Before, it felt kind of like an afterthought down there by Possessed. So now all of these things feel a little more fully fledged. All right, now let's talk about the mazes. My top 3 for the night were Blood in the Bayou. That was a strong start there. Then Tourist Trap, and then finally the new one, the Ghost in the Machine. That one really surprised me. I would probably put that like second or third. I think Tourist Trap is still my number 1. Blood in the Bayou is consistent. Everybody else is in all the other mazes. Y'all were doing great work. I know that a lot of you watch this. Just know that I appreciate what you do. The spooky vibes would not exist without you guys doing what you do. I just have some preferences, I guess. Roadside Stop and Chop was a lot of fun. Bummer about the run that I got where it got backed up. And then Trick or Treat was, all of the houses this year did improve a lot, in my opinion. So solid event, guys. Solid event, Dorney Park. Would highly recommend extending your hours, though. I wish we could go to midnight or something. And I say that in reality because you only get 4 hours. Everything opens up and starts at 7. And it feels like you're just getting going and you're reaching this peak energy, and boom, everything has to shut down. So it feels like a rush. You don't really get to absorb and enjoy it. And maybe because this is mostly a locals park, it kind of encourages people to come back. But I think I would just love to exist in these spaces just for a little bit longer each night. That being said, I cannot wait to come back and just kind of mill about and hang out in the scare zones, go through some houses and kind of do it more casually because, as you know, when I come here for the first time, I just try to experiencing everything at least once. So we had the 2 shows, we had 7 of those mazes or houses. I'm sorry, I don't remember how you call them. And then all the scare zones. Like, it's a solid complement of offerings. I am kind of sad to see that they removed the ghouling organs. I wish that would come back. And I wish there were musicians somewhere. There's no musicians anywhere during the event, and that's kind of a bummer. Anyway, I'm going to leave things here. For you guys at home, I hope you can make it out to this park, and if not, I hope you enjoyed following along. So, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and I hope you go make your own adventure. Bye.